It's been a year, and After the Altar reintroduces us to the couples from season 4. Tiffany and Brett, aka the Browns, Bliss and Zach, Chelsea and Kwame, Micah and Paul, and last but not least, Marshall and Jackie, and Josh, as well as many others. I will break down and unravel the shocking secrets and untangle the intricate relationships that have evolved in the past year since they said I do, or have left some going their separate ways. But first, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I talk everything Netflix original. It's Love is Blind, After the Altar, Season 4. The show picks up 1 year after the events of Season 4 of Love is Blind. The cast members from that season reunite in Seattle to provide updates on their relationships and challenges they face since their initial meetings in the pods. In the first episode of After the Altar, we find Tiffany and Brett, who got married in Season 4, as they discuss Tiffany's adjustment to moving to Portland for Brett's job, and she also refers this phase of her life as soft girl era, where she prioritizes self-care and avoiding stress. Their relationship seems to be the most genuine. You can see that they really do love each other and have shown their affection for one another. We fast forward to Bliss and Zach, another married couple from the season, as they are considering starting a family and building a bigger life. They visit a doctor to address Zach's allergies, which could be the worst thing about their relationship because Bliss can have her pets around, but the couple seem to be happy, no drama there, they're in love. Later on, Zach and Bliss are shown at the Mariners baseball game, meeting up with Chelsea and Kwame, where Chelsea is involved in a ceremony throwing out the opening pitch of the game. Speaking of Chelsea and Kwame, the third married couple from the season, they're still together and things seem to be going well. They mention their close relationship with Bliss and Zach as they live nearby and on occasions run into each other, and even celebrated their 6 months marriage together as well. But for the couples who didn't say I do, they're still finding their way. Micah and Paul's relationship seems to be in a complicated state. Paul's mother expresses concerns about whether Paul is truly over Micah when Paul's mom meets Micah for lunch and brings up the news of Paul potentially dating someone else. We find out through Micah that her relationship with his mom seems to be real, but I find it odd that you speak with her every day after him saying no to you at the altar. We can see that there's still feelings between Paul and Micah for one another that haven't been addressed, but we'll address those later on in episode 3. Then we fast forward, we move on into Jackie and Josh. Yes, they're still together. We first see them on a Ferris wheel, which should have been a roller coaster, the way their relationship started. They speak on moving in together. Now, most of us know how her relationship ended with Marshall.
And we'll see you around. Maybe, maybe not.
Nah, you won't.
Okay.
Where at times she felt he wasn't man enough and ended up leaving him during the fitting days before their wedding, meeting up with Josh to express her feelings for him without even telling Marshall. But she stated that Marshall wasn't the one for her, and she's happy in her new relationship with Josh. Towards the end of the episode, the 3 couples who did say yes to marriage meet up for a group dinner to celebrate their 1-year anniversaries. They discuss their journey and how they have adjusted to the married life, such as Chelsea in particular expressing the challenges of not being able to take vacations or travel due to her job, and how she realizes that Kwame made big sacrifices knowing he had ambitions of traveling and seeing the world, which made her very emotional throughout the dinner. At the end of the dinner, Zach brings up the idea of flag football with the entire cast and other members of the pods to celebrate Chelsea's birthday weekend coming up. In episode 2, things start to heat up. We catch up with Marshall, who had a rocky relationship with Jackie in season 4. Now he has moved on with his new girlfriend Shay, which is revealed when he meets up with Brett and Tiff for a double date. Marshall expresses that Shay could be the one for him and potentially marriage, when he has a discussion with Brett. We learn Marshall briefly dated Keisha after their reunion, who was another member of the Pods and also a friend of Jackie's. But for what we know, their relationship didn't work out. Later on, Keisha links up with Jackie and shares that Marshall told her that if he didn't propose to Jackie, they would have been married, and that Marshall wasn't as genuine about how things ended with Jackie as he portrayed when he started talking to her. In the third episode, Jackie and Marshall address their issues, which I will discuss later. Soon after, we catch up with Micah and her best friend, Shelby, the girl who never approved of her relationship with Paul. We also see the return of Irina, who seems to be just as immature and not genuine with the way she treated Zach and Amber from the Pods. They all meet up on the pier and discuss Micah's future with Paul and her time to move on. Other news, Josh and Jackie move in together and we get a glimpse of their apartment, and Chelsea and Kwame celebrate her birthday with family from both sides at a house dinner before meeting up for the flag football game. Other members from the Pods return for the first ever Love is Blind flag football game, where some relationships perhaps are mended. In episode 3, I guess we can call this a super movie. Some relationships went in a positive direction during the game, including Chelsea and Micah, and Amber and Paul, who spoke about moving to San Diego for a fresh start. After the flag football game, everyone gathered for a evening party. Tensions ran high at the party, but Jackie and Marshall took a moment for a one-on-one conversation to address the past issues. They both expressed a desire for each other to be happy and apologized for how things ended in their relationship. Irina tried the same approach with Amber, but it just felt awkward, and Amber didn't care at all. You could tell Irina felt guilty for how she acted. Just the way she walked away from the conversation, it felt like she really didn't get closure. Micah and Paul talked also, and Micah decided to cut ties, explaining that she couldn't just be friends or just his safety net. But now, for the real Super Bowl. Monica's arrival. The drama takes a twist when it's revealed that Monica, another person from the Pods, is set to arrive at the party when Keisha tells Jackie that she's on the way. Where we find out Josh proposed in the Pods to Monica. We are shown a scene of Josh and Monica seeing each other for the first time, which wasn't what Monica expected, saying it's like she's engaged to a lunatic, leading to things being called off between the two and gossip being exchanged as well, causing a rift with Jackie. Jackie emphasizes on leaving when hearing Monica is on the way, knowing she is best friends with her. Jackie got a lot of best friends in the pod. Things get heated when the three have a conversation and words are exchanged. Jackie walks out, telling Josh she is tired of the drama and ended up leaving the party early with Josh. But before leaving, Josh talks to Chels and Marshall about the situation, and I could tell Marshall, he was in another mind space. He was like, yo, I'm glad I'm not about that drama. I'm just glad I'm not in that situation. At the end, the season promised and delivered drama, secrets, and unexpected developments as the participants navigated the complexities of their relationships. Some relationships amended, some not. To end the season, we saw the end of season 4 with Brett and Tiff packing their clothes at the rental house, heading back to Portland. Zach and Bliss taking a vacay to Italy. You can tell they just mad in love. Zach, Irina wasn't the one, but Bliss might be. We saw them go to Italy, and Chelsea watched Kwame compete in a soccer game with her dog in a freaking stroller. That is crazy. I have never seen that. That is crazy. But I would say this season, season 4, we saw a lot twists and turns. I think this is the first time we ever seen somebody get engaged at the pods with Zach and Irina. It didn't work out. Zach proposes to Bliss. They get married. Like, this may have been the craziest season as of yet. And then you let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think season 5 would outdo season 4? Let me know down in the comments. And then also let me know what y'all think of these new Love is Blind cups. They went from silver to gold. So I'm saying this is the best season as of yet. But until next time, I'll be back with season 5 to talk about Love is Blind. Binge wisely.